Hello friends, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Sandeep Walia, Head of the Department, University Institute of Tourism and Hospitality Management, Chandigarh University. Today, we are going to discuss about the module Rural Tourism under the paper Special Interest Tourism. Dear students, after completing this module, the students will be able to understand the meaning of rural tourism. They will also be able to understand the concept of rural tourism and its relevance in economic development. The students will also be able to know about the various rural tourism projects and schemes in India. The students will also be able to understand the key advantages and benefits of rural tourism. They will also be know about the various success stories of rural tourism in India. Dear students, with approximately 72.18% of the Indian population living in the rural areas, rural development becomes an integral strategy for any Indian government. In last few decades, a trend of increased urbanization has been witnessed across the world and even in India, causing stress on urban cities and limited economic opportunities in the rural areas. Government of India has an independent ministry that looks in rural development, which aims at social transformation of rural societies through economic empowerment. Tourism has been identified as a strong tool to transformation rural societies by involving rural communities in the tourism development process, thereby compensating for lost economic opportunities and bring in people from across the world to the rural regions. According to Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, rural tourism has the potential to transform rural India. As a number of international tourists and people living in urban India want to experience village setting and how people live in rural areas. This new form, that is rural tourism, or also known as the village tourism, has gained popularity in the recent past. Global evidence indicates that rural tourism can be used as a catalyst for socio-economic development and regeneration of the regions. Rural tourism allows the rural areas to satisfy their growing interest in the context of preserving the natural heritage and rural culture. Let us now discuss that what is rural tourism. Rural tourism is the tourism that takes place in the countryside, but what constitutes the countryside varies significantly between and even within countries. Ministry of Tourism, Government of India in the year 2011 defined rural tourism as any form of tourism that showcases the rural life, art, culture and heritage at rural locations, thereby benefiting the local community economically and socially, as well as enabling interaction between the tourists and the locals for a more enriching tourism experience can be termed as rural tourism. Unlike other forms of tourism, rural tourism is generally experience oriented and offers a diverse combination of experiences including opportunities to indulge in agricultural or farm activity, interact with local communities, learn rural art and craft, and know about local traditions, heritage, and culture. It also gives an opportunity to experience the natural environment and understand the authentic way of living among the rural communities. The Ministry of Tourism, Government of India initiated the concept of rural tourism not only to develop any other form of tourism that will attract both foreign and domestic tourists, but also to generate opportunities for the local communities of these villages to improve socio-economical conditions through rural tourism schemes. Let us now discuss about the benefits of rural tourism. There are a number of socio-economic benefits of rural tourism which can be classified as under. The first one is the employment generation. One of the major advantages of promoting tourism in the rural areas is the creation of employment opportunities, especially for those who do not have agricultural land to meet their economic needs. As tourism requires a multitude of services, local community members can engage themselves in variety of economic activity like accommodation, food and beverages, local guides, artisans, etc. The next benefit is the preservation of local tradition. As tourists visit rural areas to experience authentic rural settings, rural tourism provides economic incentives to preserve local customs and traditions. With increased urbanization and globalization, people in rural areas are adopting to global products and services, leaving behind the local traditions. Rural tourism encourages local communities to revive and preserve their traditions, crafts, traditional festivals, architecture, food and other practices unique to their respective cultures. For example, emergence of Chowki Dhani in Jaipur in the state of Rajasthan has encouraged rural communities to understand the economic worth of their traditions. Based on the success of this venture, various rural areas and communities have started preserving their local tradition and culture. A tourist when visiting a rural destination expects living a culture to the experience. The next one is developing new skills. The entire tourism and hospitality industry requires specific skill sets to cater the requirement of both international and national tourists. The local community members start learning new skill sets once the tourists start following into the rural areas. For example, rural community in Dharamkot, Himachal Pradesh have learned a variety of international cuisine languages once international tourists started visiting this place. Then the next one is the cultural exchange. Rural tourism promotes cultural exchange as local communities share their cultures and traditions with the tourist and in the process also learn about their cultures. The next one is the reduces urban drift. One of the challenge most of the countries are facing is the movement of rural people to the urban areas. With the promotion of rural tourism, urban drift reduces as people get employment opportunities in their own region. Further, with the emergence of tourism, infrastructural development also takes place, encouraging people to stay in their own areas rather than migrating to the urban centers. It also improves quality of life. As social interaction take place between tourists and local residents, rural tourism has a greater potential to enhance the quality of life of the local residents, as they have access to global information, products and services. Further, the local government also starts building up infrastructure like roads, electricity, hospitals and schools as they see that there is movement of tourists in these regions. Then there are entrepreneurial opportunities. Tourism industry has a greater potential to create new business opportunities as interested people can venture to variety of support services including housekeeping, catering, homestays, laundry and other experiential based business on low investment basis. There are immense entrepreneurial opportunities which can be generated on account of the rural tourism business. The next one is it also builds community pride. Rural tourism has a great potential to promote community diversification as local people can start leveraging their existing resources of economic and social benefits. Communities which have unique resource can earn their livelihood by promoting their skills, thereby enhancing community pride. With the emergence of rural tourism, community cultural resources become shared and people tend to come together to build shared identity of their religion. The next one is the environmental benefits. Though with the increased tourist movement in any rural community, there is a risk of environmental degradation. But with an objective to preserve authenticity, landscape conservation can be promoted. Further, rural tourism can encourage local authorities to adopt environmental friendly practices like waste disposal, bio-toilets, etc. The next one is the sustainable livelihood. Rural tourism can a greater potential to provide sustainable livelihood to rural communities as it can be a regular source of income irrespective of seasonality factor. As rural economies are predominantly agriculture based, there is always a risk of seasonality which can affect the income generating opportunities for rural people. In such a scenario, rural tourism can be sustainable livelihood mechanism for rural people. Next one is the women empowerment. As tourism increases in rural communities, there are greater chances for women to be part of the growing rural economy. Women workforce can be engaged in various tourism service delivery processes like housekeeping, food and beverages, and other art and craft work. Let us discuss about rural tourism sites in India. Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, under its rural tourism scheme has identified around 153 rural sites across all Indian states and union territories, including 36 rural sites where United Nations Development Programme has supported for capacity building. A sub-brand of Explore Rural India was also developed under the globally recognized brand of Incredible India for the promotion of rural tourism in India. The basic idea behind the scheme was to provide funds to the local destinations for the development of possible kinds of rural activities according to the conditions prevailing there. While developing the policy, government has emphasized on building up both hardware and software, that is, the tourism infrastructure and the capacity building of local communities. Under this scheme, thrust will be to promote village tourism as a primary tourism product, to spread tourism and its socio-economic benefits to rural and its new geographic regions. Each village was mapped on the basis of its unique resource, and then appropriate strategy was devised to promote rural tourism. For example, a village by the name of Morachi Chincholi in the state of Maharashtra was promoted and developed for agro-tourism. Similarly, village Kuchipudi in district Krishna of Andhra Pradesh was identified for promotion of culture and dance form. In Madhya Pradesh, the village Orcha in district Tikamgarh was identified for promotion of historical and adventure. Places like Pipli in Puri district of Orissa were identified for their promotion and development of applique work. The implementation would be done through a convergence committee headed by the district collector. Activities like improving the environment, hygiene, infrastructure, etc. would be eligible for assistance. Apart from providing financial assistance, the focus would be to tap the resources available under different schemes of Department of Rural Development, state governments and other concerned departments of the Government of India. In addition to the above mentioned scheme, there are various other schemes of Government of India under which the rural tourism can be promoted. To name a few, these schemes are Rural Tourism Infrastructure Development Corporation under PIDDC scheme. Under this scheme, 100% central assistance to the tune of Rs 50 lakhs for infrastructure development and Rs 20 lakhs for capacity building is provided to develop and showcase rural art form, culture and heritage in village in order to promote village and rural tourism. The second one is the Swadesh Darshan. Under this scheme, the government has planned to develop theme-based tourism circuits which shall be identified by Ministry of Tourism. Let us now discuss about success of rural tourism in India. Despite having strong intention to develop and promote rural tourism, evidence indicates that there was challenge in successful implementation of the scheme. As per the study conducted by Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, in the year 2012, only 41 sites exhibited successful implementation of a rural tourism scheme. On the other hand, 33 sites were found average and 33 sites were failure in this context. There were many reasons identified for the failure of rural tourism projects in many sites, and the one of the striking feature was non-involvement of local communities and no interest shown by the local communities in the rural tourism projects. Let us now discuss that who are the stakeholders in rural tourism. It is important to understand that rural tourism in itself cannot transform rural societies, but can surely be one of the most lucrative options for rural development. In the process of development of rural tourism, there are multitude of stakeholders that should be a common vision for the promotion of tourism in rural communities. These include state government, local panchayats, local communities, religious and social groups, businesses, tour operators, travel agencies, and tourists. The risk is that all these stakeholders have different interests which can often lead to conflict and uneven development. The conflict of interest among the stakeholders generally leads to poor planning, inadequate infrastructure, and limited connectedness among the various stakeholders. Experts believe that the success of any rural tourism project is only possible if the local communities are actively involved in the tourism development process. Government should only play the role of facilitator and exhibit confidence among the rural communities, which are generally diverse about the equitable distribution of benefits. In India, there are a number of organizations which are involved in the promotion of rural tourism in India. These organizations are both the government and private sector space, with some of the non-government organizations also involved in the rural tourism development purpose. These include Grassroots, Rural Tourism Network Enterprise, Dhan Foundation, Travel Another India, Culture Angan, Ecospiti, Village Ways and Ecologin. These organizations in their own way are helping in creation of infrastructure, develop capacities of local communities, and also create awareness about the potential of rural tourism in India. Let us now discuss about some of the case studies in rural tourism. First one is Shame Sarhad Village Resort, established under the Endogenous Tourism Initiative of Ministry of Tourism, sponsored by United Nations Development Programme. HODCA aims to promote rural and village tourism for sustainable livelihood and integrated rural development by providing employment opportunities to the local people. Located in the Kutch area of Gujarat, this village today attracts both the international and the national tourists throughout the period of October to March. The resort is designed in local style and is managed by the local people, thereby integrating the rural communities in the tourism development process. The local community of the village include the Helopotra, who are Muslims, the Hindu Meghwals, who are having stake in the tourism happening in the village. At the resort, accommodation facility in terms of eco-friendly tents, family cottages, suite bhungas and standard bhunga have been created, which have attached bathrooms as well. The next one is Agri-Tourism Development Corporation. In the state of Maharashtra, the concept of agriculture tourism has been promoted in an aggressive manner. In the year 2005, the Agri-Tourism Development Corporation was established at Baramati Agri-Tourism Center, Palshwadi, District Pune. The model of agri-tourism has been replicated in over 325 villages across the state, which has helped to conserve and preserve the rural authenticity and has also generated employment opportunities, which has supplemented the income of the farmers. As per estimates of the corporation in the year 2016, approximately 0.7 million people visited the villages and an overall income of Rs 36 million. The Maharashtra Tourism Development Corporation promotes the agri-tourism under the scheme Mahabhraman scheme. To ensure the success of agri-tourism projects, financial support through NABARD is also provided to the farmers. The next one is the Kumarakam Rural Tourism Project. Under the Kumarakam Rural Tourism Project, the Kerala Tourism has forged partnerships with Kudumba Shri to sell fruits and vegetables to tourists in kiosks run by its units and with hotels and restaurants in the area to buy produce from the local community. The project was awarded National Award by Best Rural Tourism Project as it involves the local communities for their economic development. The next one is the Kerala Homestay and Tourism Society. Kerala Tourism has developed a society under the name of Kerala Hats, which promotes homestay concept especially in rural areas of Kerala. The objectives is to offer authentic rural experience to both the international and national tourists. The society organizes homestay and rural tourism meet every year with an objective to promote rural tourism. Then the next one is Sagi Village Tourism Circuit, Sikkim. In the South District of Sikkim, a market-driven innovative village tourism model has been developed at the village Kitam Manpur under the Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana scheme of Government of India. The family with family model of village tourism was adopted, wherein family groups would be selected by Youth Hostel Association of India from amongst its members for homestay experience with the Sikkimese families. The tourists coming for this village stayed with the local family for 2 nights and experienced local culture, cuisines, art forms, and also visited the Kitam Bird Sanctuary with a local guide. Let us discuss about the various key success factors in rural tourism. The success of rural tourism depends upon some of the factors which should be taken into consideration while developing and implementing the rural tourism projects. Some of the following in these are involvement of all the stakeholders right through the conceptualization and planning. Due care should be taken to ensure that various government agencies are aware of the potential of rural tourism in the economic upliftment of the region. The next one is to promote community participation. Involvement of local communities is critical for the success of the rural tourism project. Due care should be taken to include all the diverse group of the rural communities so that nobody feels alienated and left out. In case of the village tourism council is created, representations from all the groups should be present in the group. The next one is to maintain authenticity. It is important to understand that tourists buy rural tourism packages to experience the authentic rural or village life. Wherever possible, eco-friendly construction should be done so that when the tourists visit the destination, they have the authentic experience of the rural areas. The next one is the capacity building intervention. The long-term success of rural tourism projects lies in how the service is delivered when the tourists visit the destination. Due care should be taken to build adequate capacity and capabilities of the rural communities so that they are employable and capable to deliver the service. The next is by organizing FAM tours. There are a number of myths which surround the rural tourism concept. It is important that the FAM tour should be organized for various travel agents so that they become familiar with the concept and promote it in their target markets. The next is leverage technology. In the era of technological revolution, the management committees of the rural tourism projects should use social media and other forms of media to communicate to the international tourists about the uniqueness of their product. Further, feedback from those who have visited should be propagated so that trust and confidence is built among the people. The next is the focused policy by government. The tourism departments of the states should not consider rural tourism as any other form of tourism. It is important to have a focused policy of rural tourism so that appropriate facilities are provided to the rural people. Dear students, let us now summarize what we have discussed in this module. In this module, we have discussed the role and potential of rural tourism in developing the rural economies. Rural tourism has a number of advantages and can be an instrumental factor in developing the economy, especially in the rural areas. Ministry of Tourism, Government of India has initiated a number of schemes and policies for the promotion of rural tourism in the country. However, the success factor of rural tourism has been limited. This module also discussed a number of case studies where the rural tourism has been successful and also highlights the key success factors of rural tourism. With these words, I sum up this module. Thank you.